Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fast 2020. I am Crazy Jesse. That was just a run of Futurama, and right now we're going to have a run of Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, Any Percent by Awrie. Take it away, Awrie.
Hi guys, I'm Awrie, and I'm just gonna get straight into it. So I'll go on go, countdown from 3, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Hi everyone! So there's a lot going on in this game. I'll do my best to explain. Right off the bat, we're gonna skip the entire first section by going out of bounds here, sliding off the roof, and normally Carmelita would chase you. There's a big cutscene, but yeah, you can just go out of bounds there, go straight into the van. That's the first level done. So, this game has, well, you're meant to collect 7 treasure keys in each world, but we don't do that. And since the last time I ran at PAX 2019, there's been a whole new world skip found, which is super exciting. So the game's gone down heaps of, you know, like it's way quicker, the any percent anyway. So we have to get the key for this level, just to unlock the first door. What we're gonna do is proxy up this sign by squeezing behind it. Pretty easy. I'm gonna go for like the hardest trick in the game. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna just concentrate a little bit. I'm gonna go one more time, and if I don't get it, I'll just do the backup. Okay, that's probably the worst outcome that could have happened, so I'm gonna do the backup. So normally that sign would spin around because it follows Sly's location. And if you get behind it, it's very, very precise, but it can launch you all the way out of bounds, and it saves a bunch of time. This backup I'm really not familiar with. I learned it today, so okay. Just squeeze in here. That's what's called a super jump, where the game thinks that you're in a old position, so it tries to send you back to where it thinks you were. But you can cancel your position setting by swinging the cane or doing a perfectly timed jump. So yeah, that lighthouse skip doesn't lose too much time to the periscope proxy I was trying to go for, but periscope is quite difficult and it's one of the biggest reset points for me. So I wasn't really expecting to get it, but it's worth going for.
Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how much my resets have gone up, like my reset counter. So, just a little bit of movement tech there, swinging the cane before Sly's animation triggers. And when we enter, or exit the first level rather, it's gonna put us outside the level and we can just load, so it puts us right in the middle of the hub. This trick is kind of new too. We used to get the guard's projectile to damage the generator, which would allow us to enter the next section. But it's a lot faster now to jump off of his projectile over the roof. And then I'm going to perform another super jump like the one that was done for Lighthouse super jump, where I set my position behind the cannon and start super jumping all the way over to this little barrel over here, where I can squeeze Sly and get stuck, and we fly right into the boss cutscene trigger. So that's the whole first world skipped. There's a argument in the community about what to call the jumping off the guard's projectile. We've got loogie lunge, snot skip, spit jump, snot jump and spit skip, boogie bounce, stuff like that. So everyone calls it something different. Sorry about the static there. So, oh yeah, I am running on a backwards compatible PS3 argument. Okay, just by bringing that up, everyone in the chat is going on about it. So I'm running on a backwards compatible PS3 using an NTSC disc, because there was a re-release of this game, but it runs quite differently and it's got its own category now. This level plays pretty much the same as you would casually, except we hit him as he's going back up to the platform, because if you miss him, or if you don't hit him in time, he just goes back up. But if you hit him normally, he like flies in the water and does a little flailing animation, so we skip that by hitting him while he's going back up.
Very nice. Do we have some time for donations?
Yes, we do.
So, we got a $61.31 donation from Liquid Wi-Fi, who says, Weebs Forever, Japanese language for Trails of Cold Steel, which takes the Japanese language out in front at 61.31 versus English at 54.77. And then we had another donation of $22.46 from Trunt, who says, Good luck with the run, Awrie.
Oh my goodness, I didn't hit Raleigh. That's embarrassing. Okay. So, I don't know how that happened. I'm confused. So... Oh, wait. I don't know what I did, but I have to do Raleigh again because I messed it up somehow. I don't know how that happened. So we're gonna do that again. I don't know what else to say. I'm very sorry.
Oops.
Oops, yeah. Marathon
Typical
only.
Lionese.
Yeah. PB's good thing my estimate is very I was like, I'm never gonna make that estimate, but now I'm feeling I might actually make the estimate. Okay. So, yeah, there's nothing else really to say about this level. The next level is really cool, I promise. There is a trick called Cletus Yeetus that that has been known about for a while, but recently-ish, the extra duper, super duper hard version of it has been implemented in runs, and I have been practicing it a lot, so hopefully I'll get to show it off. It's why I got a charm first, because normally you can just get a charm in Rocky Start. We need one to do a death abuse super jump. Okay. I hit him. I got the percent. So.
We're all
Alright.
So, Awrie, you would typically have a point incentive on your page for freestyle raps.
That is true.
So what's the donation incentive for a freestyle rap?
I don't know if I could do a freestyle rap.
All right.
Okay, I'll say a cool $50. Yes, $50, and then that's what I'll do. I'll rap. So this is Ketis. Hopefully. There we go.
She's gonna do it, lads. I didn't even think she was. I thought she was gonna say, no thanks, not for a marathon.
Yeah, well, I'm always open to pushing the boundaries.
Hey.
I forgot to split for Rally 2. I'm a mess today. Okay, so that was Ketis. It's pretty hard. Not as hard as Periscope. I got it first try, which is great. So yeah, if you want to hear me do an improvised rap, they're usually terrible. I don't recommend it at all. Donate $50. I'll do a rap about how great this marathon is.
It starts working, they will.
Oh. Hey!
Okay. Okay.
Whoa! Hey. Alright, Jesse, you can get the timer ready whenever.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome,
Okay.
welcome back. These things happen. but you know, whatever. We do it live. Let's do it. Okay.
I'll count down again. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. You guys only missed a loading screen, so I wouldn't worry. And it was not PB paced at all. No problems from me. So what we're gonna do here is wait for Mugshot to get to this last mirror so that we can hit him after we swing. And it skips a little animation where he complains about his guns being destroyed somehow by the mirrors. I don't really know how it works. It's a community mystery. Gonna do a jump over here. This level is shaped like a dollar sign, by the way. Here's the mugshot, there's money. I have to mention that every time. So this last phase has a very cool little platforming trick where we jump onto the chandelier he's standing on and we can just run around and hit all the mirrors. And then I'm gonna load the game. You can pause, like do a little, not super frame perfect. You get a big window, but I was too scared of doing that.
So Awrie, would you believe it? We got a $54.70 donation from Crazy Jesse, who says,
no.
Fast 2020 rap.
Okay, this is gonna be you've really embarrassed me. Okay, can I get DSJ first? I'm gonna just do this really kind of difficult trick with a camera angle change. Land on this only. You can only land on that polygon. Okay, we got it. Okay. Okay, so. Fast 2020s, super cool. I like everyone. Doing it. Sly is really cool. I like Futurama. Oh, Karina's coming up next. Why am I running this way? So, get some donos in. Royal flying Dr. Service. I can't even rhyme.
And I'll read the text.
That was probably the worst one I've ever done.
That was amazing.
I'm way better when
it.
I have a backing track.
I was gonna say, because you did it so freestyle. You didn't even have a backing track. That's the most amazing part. So we also got a $5.73 donation from Nave357.
Oh, Nave!
Who said, "Hi Awrie, I missed the Rayleigh fight because I had to refresh when the stream died. Do you think you'd go back, please? That's my favorite part, Kappa."
I already did it twice.
Just kidding. You're doing great on this run and commentary. The Sly community is here supporting you, and we love you.
I love the Sly community. Thanks, guys. This level's really cool. It's one of my favorites. It's one of the longest levels in the entire game, but we skip almost all of it. So we're gonna jump on that on that tree branch, and do a little slide out here. And what we're gonna do is called a cane jump, where we kind of get more distance than we're supposed to get off a pipe or a rope or something like that. Not gonna go for snake jump. It's a 1 second time save jump that, like, you can. It's really bad. Sometimes you just fall through the platform you're supposed to land on. Okay. Now this is the first mini game in any percent. I'm not gonna do the skip for it. Shout outs to Bites, who's working on. He's actually doing the skip and runs, and it's insane. It's an insanely difficult skip. Well, I'm gonna do it the normal, casual way, but like fast, where you just go around and light all these tiki torches by crushing these innocent fish into oil. It can go really well or really badly. We'll just have to see. There's nothing really to say during this level if you want to plug something or donate or...
Yeah, so we can... There's no donos at the moment, so get your donations in, people. We're really close to 4,000. Can we push it over? I think we can.
think
Or
you guys
rave.
can do it. Yeah.
So let's do a quick plug as to who we are and what we're doing. So we are Oz Speedruns, a group who does speedrun events to raise money for charity. For this event, we're raising money for the Royal Flying Doctor Service, who provide emergency medical and primary healthcare services to anyone who lives, works, or travels in rural and remote Australia. If you'd like to donate, you can go to donate.ozspeedruns.com. I'll put a link in chat. We have some incentives coming up, which you can put your donations towards at no extra cost to you. We've got 3 things coming up. We've got Simpsons Hit and Run Glitch Expedition. We've got $361.60 to go for that one. There's a bid war between audio languages of Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. Japanese is in the lead by about $7-ish, $6.50. And a bonus run of Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance Maximum any percent. That's got $250 left. So get your donations in, support the Royal Flying Doctor Service, and let's get back to Awrie.
Yay! Yes, support the Royal Flying Doctor Service. Just did a I keep trying to split, even though I don't have live split open. Did a very big out of bounds, again, around one of the longest levels in the game is now the shortest in the game. And that route I did is the harder version of the out of bounds, but it saves like a second, so, you know, if it saves time, I'm gonna go for it. This is the second mini game. Actually, oh, no, it's not the last, because we've still got, well, 5, but we're just gonna run around, get chickens. There's no skips for this level. The fastest way to do it is just, you know, going nuts, and it's kinda hard. I don't know, like, I tried once to make like a graph of all my most successful chickens and the pattern that I ran around in, but I came up inconclusive, and this level is all RNG. Not really, but it feels like it. That's all I have to say about this level. It's very hard to be good at.
It's time to crunch the numbers.
Yeah, I tried crunching the numbers. Somebody else can try.
Computer on it.
Yeah, I'm not the best number cruncher.
Fastest way to kill chickens.
Okay, now this level it starts off a bit of an auto-scroller. It's the first vehicle level. You may know that last time I ran Sly for ASM, I was doing a trick in World 4 called spinning. Thank goodness, in any percent, since we can skip World 4 now, we don't have to do that. So this is going to be the only time this vehicle is used in the run. It's just a little bit auto-scrollery at the start. We can do riskier strats as soon as we get off this boat. I like to just spin anyway, you know, it's a reminder of what we once had. So I'm gonna, these ghosts that spawn from these big totems, called gravestones or whatever it is, will come up a lot in this level, especially at the end. But for now, while I'm on the ground, I'm just trying to be as optimal as I can. But I want to make sure I don't lose this charm, because I'm going to need it for World 4 soon. It's very, very rare for me to actually destroy the gravestone before the barrier, so that's pretty optimal. This part, if you do it too quickly, you can hard lock the game. So I'm just going to stand up here so I can sort of shoot over the top of the barrier, and that's all of the gravestones done. That's that level done. super cool. World 3, I'm getting my numbers messed up. World 3 is almost done. This level is really cool as well. It used to be the longest, but once again, we've cut it down so much. The progression this game has made in the past year is really insane. We found so much, and the time has gotten so much lower. I'm gonna do a cane jump here to jump over those spikes, then just ledge grab up here. I'm gonna do a trick called scuba, where I sort of fall underneath the water plane, where I can't get hurt. And then, once I'm under the water, I can just run all the way to the key. Normally, you would have to go around and trigger a big slide to come down, but we can just go under the water. I'm gonna view map back to chickens, and then just exit level, because it's the fastest route to get back to the level trigger for Ms. Ruby, which we haven't found a world skip for this yet. If there is one, it's gonna be wacky, because the level trigger, unlike every single other world, it's not active. So, yeah. That's why we don't have a skip for this. Like, the scientists, as we call them for this game, are so crazy that I'm sure they'll find something, even though it seems hopeless. Yeah, they're called the scientists. They're a very extremely smart people. This level was my favorite as a child. It's a little DDR with the crocodile. Very fun. But we're gonna do we're gonna skip her cutscene by dying behind her, so the game thinks that we died in the next phase. And instead of watching the cutscene to get into that phase, we just get put straight there. So I'm gonna be patient here. And do this one jump. So normally you would run up and hit her and then she'd talk for a really long time, really slowly. But yeah, we're gonna just go behind her and jump into the water, which is where, in the second phase of this fight, we would fall off the turtle that we're gonna ride. His name's Chumley. And yeah, so the game thinks we died in this section. And now it's just gonna, I'm just gonna be mashing, because sometimes it doesn't read inputs. It's very rare, but there's no penalty to mashing, so why not? We also skipped the third, well the fourth technically, phase in this fight by doing a double hit, and hitting her twice and dealing twice the amount of damage. We gotta get through the DDR first. You sort of see, I gave a little sneak peek of how you can you just have enough time to get 2 hits in. And it works in this phase. Like, it actually deals damage to her.
DDR. Is this going to be picking booze next speedrun? Get it on the dance pad?
I actually kind of want to get a dance pad. I'm like really into rhythm games. I feel like I'd like DDR.
Gotta get mad fit.
Yeah. It'd probably make this section seem a lot worse than it already is there. Alright, we're almost done. I like the little dancing roosters as well. So, I'm gonna run into her, and while I load the game, just mash square. That counted, and I hit her twice. I can just leave now and go to World 4. This level has another proxy. It's pretty cool. It's cool, you'll see. So as soon as we get out of the van, we're going to run back towards it, hit up, jump onto the rail, go forward again, and I'm gonna pause because sometimes Sly's micro movements affect this trick. And I rotate the camera to this precise spot. Okay, for some reason, okay, that should be fine. And then we go all the way up, and then I can just press circle and go under this wall. It's a very cool proxy. It saves a lot of time too. I think it's 20 or 30. As I said, I'm not good with numbers. This level, gonna run through this section, and there's a little firework coming up. You can pretty much jump across to the bridge as soon as it hits the bridge. And this guard isn't too much of a problem either. Gonna hide behind this statue and then jump to hit him. And do a slope, wow, a slope jump and hit those fireworks earlier than intended. A slope jump is where you jump up against a slightly sloped wall and you go a lot higher than you would normally. I did that in World 3 as well to get out of bounds. Gonna do another super jump here to fly behind this door. And now we're on to World 4 skip, which is very new and exciting, and it's probably one of my favorite skips in the whole run. I do it a way that a lot of other runners have a different method. I prefer this method, but it's really up to preference. This method only saves a little bit of time compared to the other. It really depends how long you spend setting it up. So we're gonna run behind this, the spinning level, sneak around behind the level trigger, and then I'm going to— whoa! Sorry, I keep like almost falling off and getting scared. Okay, so we set our position right there. I'm gonna just make sure again. And then I'm going to do a super jump and ledge grab onto this corner, and then rotate my camera to the spot I want. Hold up left on the D-pad, slide behind this water, and the momentum that I gain from falling down is going to launch me right into the bus trigger. I've gone a bit high, but I can cancel my forward momentum whenever I want by swinging the cane, and I landed in the bus trigger into Panda King. So that's one of my favorite skips in the whole game. I think it's very cool. Why any percent is my favorite category.
She makes it look easy.
Yeah.
She makes it look easy.
See, that's why you should do Snuggle setup, everyone. Everybody always loves Neon setup and Bite setup. Yeah, Neon's like, gross. Snuggle setup. Panda King has a little bit of tech to it. Normally, you would hit him 10 times and then he does a big belly bounce and pushes you away. But you can kind of, I guess, get stuck underneath him. And you just go straight up, and it saves about a second each time you do it. Oops, okay, I'm not gonna talk while I hit him because I can't count to 10 apparently. Okay, I didn't get it. Because I slid up his belly a little bit. Yeah, I didn't get it either. I'll get it. There we go, I got it. Yeah, it's also really good because he just stays in the scared animation instead of attacking you. So you can just stand there and keep hitting him.
Partner.
We're on to World 5 now! It's a very different world compared to every other world in the game. It's just a, it's more linear. There's no hub world. You just go from one level to the next. So this level is a really big auto-scroller, everybody's favorite. There's nothing really to it. If you have anything to say, or I'll just talk about how everyone hates this level. Yeah.
Oh boy! Auto-scroller, my favorite. Now, just there's one thing I wanted to bring up, and it's like, you make this look so easy. Maybe the folks at home don't know about the mechanics as to getting hurt in this game.
Oh,
I think-
yes, that is a very very important thing. This game, unless you have a charm, is one-hit death, which can be a bit inconvenient. You lose a lot of time if you die, and especially in any percent, you don't really have any chances to get charms, so you're pretty much vulnerable the whole time. And whenever you do get a charm, you need it. So getting hit is really a big time loss in any percent. But when you play a lot, you sort of understand the guards' AI and like avoid all the danger spots. But yeah, it is worth noting that.
So you're really just saying, get good.
Yeah, get
Like,
good,
that's-
yeah. Well, also, I would encourage anyone that's interested in running this game to give it a try, because I seriously think it's one of the most fun speedruns out there. I'm probably biased, but I just think it's great. We've got a lot of great categories too, if any percent is, you know, not your fancy. The community's super, super nice and welcoming. We have so many resources for new runners. Yeah, and also it's fun. This level, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn around and yeet this guard out of bounds so that he falls forever, and I only have to do a 3 versus 1 now.
Got it.
You can do it with everyone else if you knock them back towards that area, because they only have a couple spots where they can climb back up. So it's more optimal to knock the slugs sort of towards the center, but it's not really worth focusing on it, because mostly you should just be focusing on like where every single computer is. The lore for this level is that this door up here is locked, but Bentley can hack into it if we collect the data from these computers by running over them and destroying them. He's a mastermind hacker, so don't question it.
The files are in the computers.
And we need to completely destroy them, yes, yes. I only need one more, and it's right here, that's great. If you get the last computer against a wall, then Murray, I always talk about this because it's so funny to me, he just goes straight for the door no matter what is in the way. So he just like rams into the wall and slides along it. But I landed right in front of the door, so. This used to be the hardest trick in the game before we found everything else. I could still very well mess it up. I was kind of struggling in practice today. So we're gonna use one of these turrets. I'm going to jump into the trigger area for them to shoot me so that they open, and then I'm gonna jump back at it and it'll launch me over this big cutscene trigger with Carmelita in it. It's the reason I'm so like antsy and all the time is because of that one-hit death thing. So we did it. It was pretty good. Here is a shooting level. Carmelita, because we just saved her, even though we totally just left her in the cage, she's gonna help us defeat Clockwork by protecting us with her shot pistol against these bad slugs that like computers to eat. So I'm going to, whilst Li's running all the way around, there's a lot of downtime to hit those big things up there. I'm not sure what they are. But if I destroy all of them by the time he gets there, he can just run straight through.
Yeah, so this is a thing where you get slowed down if you're like it's just pure gameplay skill.
Yeah.
It's an auto scroller in a sense, but you also have to.
Yeah, you sort of have to know where the slugs spawn so you can shoot them early. And
Yeah.
oh, this level is really cool. It's just a platforming level. The whole level is sinking into the lava. And we do it really, like, so quickly you wouldn't even notice. I'm going to jump around this corner and then do a little funny jump to skip a whole bunch. And then I'm gonna skip another whole bunch by jumping under this gear and jumping under this rope thing. Then I'm gonna jump around here. And then I'm gonna do another cane jump to skip another huge bunch. And that's the whole level. It's really cool. And we're finally on to Clockwork. What time am I at right now?
You're at 36 minutes and 30
Oh,
seconds.
great. Okay, good.
My
PB's gone.
Well, the big pause
Yeah,
probably put that away anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, the start was kind of atrocious, but look, the end game's been really good. Clockwork is the big bad evil guy he's a master thief, and he wants to murder he's already murdered our father, and now he's trying to kill us so that he can be the master thief. There's a set pattern for everywhere that Carmelita shoots to weaken his armor. And also in the second section, it's worth noting that I explained it wrong at GDQ, so I'll correct myself here. He throws purple rings at you, but the platforming section in Phase 3 is still spawned in, and it has collision. So a ring can hit the platforming section, and it'll bounce back at the camera, like, you know, from behind the camera, so you can't see it. And it has a chance of hitting Sly and killing you. You have no way of knowing when it's going to happen. It's all dependent on so many little factors that you have, like, you can't control it. So if that happens, if I get purple rings, I'm donating $50.
That's an excellent segue because we have a 2246 donation from Kitsune Cavalry who says, Roses are red, Sly Cooper is blue, don't get purple ringed or I'm haunting you.
Oh no, alright.
No haunt,
Hopefully.
please.
Oh, I'm thinking about the purple rings too much. You can shoot everywhere pretty early, but
Big spooky.
yeah, it'll be fun. I'm gonna go for Clockwork Jump too. Last time I ran for ASM, I missed it, and it's like an extra 3 minutes. But I'm gonna go for it. I didn't get purple rings, so I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry if I don't get it. I can't not go for it.
You can do it, I believe in you. Chat believes in you, give her your energy.
Yes, I got it! Okay. I've redeemed myself. Okay, and time. Oh no! Oh no! 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 That's horrible. Okay, so what happened there is his head bounced me into a laser. Even though I got Clockwork Jump, which is kind of hard.
Alright chat, give her even more of your energy.
But that's another chance for me to get purple ring. You hate to see it. At least we don't have to watch the cutscene. Okay, another chance to get purple ringed. I'll get the cycles right this time. Oh no. I remember that happened to Crayons, one of the other Australian runners for this game. It happened to him and it was the final straw and he quit. and he gave me his PS3.
Oh wow.
So shout outs to Crayons. He's not in the speedrunning community anymore, but he's still in our hearts.
What a gem. Lives on forever through your runs.
Okay, alright. I didn't get purple ringed again. What time am I at?
41.
Okay, I have another chance of Clockwork jump. But if I
Energy
miss it,
chat, give her your energy.
Ooh, if I miss it, it's gonna be... okay. I got it. Okay, easy, easy. Okay, I'm gonna just stand back and use the length of my cane this time. Okay. And time. Yay!
What an absolute
It took some
champion.
tricky maneuvers,
She did it
but
2
I
times
managed
in
to
a row.
snatch that last piece of the Thievius
I did
Raccoonus
Raleigh
from
twice
Clockwork's claw.
as well.
I had taken
Thank
down
you
each
so
member
much,
of the
everyone,
fiendish
for
five.
watching. Get your
Raleigh,
donos in.
Mugshot,
Ocarina's up
Ms.
next.
Ruby,
There's a lot of
Candy
cool
King,
stuff coming up.
and finally
in the rest of the
Clockwork.
marathon. Thank
I'd
you so
beaten
much.
them all one by one.
Absolutely
and
right.
reclaimed my
Any
birthright.
shout outs? Any shout outs?
Of course,
the
there was no
entire
way I
Slack
could have gotten here
community.
without the help of my pals.
Neon's got an
I know this hasn't
untouchable
been
world
easy for them,
record.
but they stuck with me through it all.
Alright.
Really.
Yeah, that's it.
It took a lot of
Thank
guts from
you.
me to get off the
Fantastic.
field with me.
It's been